Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the brand new Bravado Hotring Hellfire that just got added into Grand Theft Auto Online today with the weekly update for the 10th anniversary of Grand Theft Auto 5. Let's go ahead and start off with the customization here. We have an aerial that we can add onto the car, a couple of them actually. Not a fan of either of them, honestly. I think they're both pretty ugly looking, so I'm going to skip on that today. I will go all the way up on the armor though, and for the brakes, even though the brakes don't really do anything as an upgrade. We have the bolted splitter on the front. That's a really ugly customization option if you ask me, so I'm not going to go for that. We have the trunk fins, or the transparent trunk fins. Yeah, no, we're not going to go for those either. EMS level 4 though, for sure, we will do that. Chrome exhaust, I like the titanium a little bit better, honestly, so I'm going to leave that. Neon kits, I will add that onto the car because it is going to lower the center of gravity ever so slightly and make it handle just that little bit better, so we'll do that. For the livery options, I think this is going to, yeah, it has 30 different livery options, or 29 actual ones. Obviously the first one doesn't count. Let's go ahead and scroll through these really quickly. I like the atomic. I've done another hot ring car in the atomic livery before. Air hurler, that's a cool livery. The bean machine livery, I do like that a lot. The LS Air Force, that's cool. The Jock Cranley, that's cool. Big logs, flint tools, globe oil, righteous slaughter, that's cool. LTD gasoline, logger light, that's cool. Cover up paints, we got rain, we got the mine mocked. We have the E-Cola, the Auto Exotic. I like that livery a lot, actually. I think that's clean. The Weasel Network, Burger Shot, Sprunk Extreme, and Ragarum, as well as Power Metal. I don't know which one of these I like the best. Honestly, the atomic one really hits. That is super sick. The Air Hurler is also great looking. That's super tempting to go for, honestly. The Bean Machine is hilarious, but I feel like everyone's probably going to go for that. The LS Air Force is cool. The Jock Cranley is cool as well, I have to say. LTD gasoline, that's cool. Logger Light kind of hits. I'm kind of feeling Logger Light, so I think I'm actually going to do that one. I typically wouldn't maybe go for that, but I think it might look cool with the color if we change the color up on this thing. So I think that I kind of want to go for a red maybe, or I think a blue could look really sick with this as well, like a Saxon blue. That kind of hits. That kind of hits. Ultra blue looks really insane as well. I almost like ultra blue. I haven't done an ultra blue in a long time. Let's go for that. It's nice and bright for, you know, a NASCAR, so I do like that. For the roll cage, do we want to go for like a white to match up with the livery? Maybe we do that. Let's go for, I think, an ice white. I think an ice white feels a little bit more close to the rest of the car. We got the roof fins that we can go for on this thing. Those, I guess, match up with the rear fins that you can put on this car. Not a big fan of them though. We're gonna leave it off. We can go for a spoiler option on this car, which is going to increase the traction, so that is cool. I think we're gonna have to go for a hot ring ducktail because these are not very great looking, the other options here. Maybe the bolted ducktail, actually. I kind of like the look of that better than the hot ring one, especially because the supports go onto the, well, what is seemingly the headlight, even though it's not actually a headlight because they don't have lights, or tail lights rather. Let's go for the bolted ducktail today. I think that's going to be the best option for us. We will lower the suspension all the way down. The transmission will upgrade that, of course, the turbo as well. I do like the wheels. I think I'm probably going to keep them stock because I just think that these wheels look the best. We could, of course, make it look more like a regular car, I guess, if we went for like some regular sort of wheels on it. Not a super big fan of it though. I mean, these actually look really cool on it, I have to say, but yeah, I think we're going to leave it alone. We will go for bulletproof tires though. Tire design, we can't do that. We can tint the windows out, actually. That is pretty cool. I'm gonna go for a light smoke on it. I think that should do nicely. And I think, yeah, that's it. So that's all we can do to this thing. Not the most customization, not the worst customization I've ever seen. It's okay. It's decent. Let's go ahead and do a little sound test on the car before we get into the review. It sounds pretty good actually. It's not too bad. I mean, it's a very average sound. I'm not gonna lie, but it sounds good. It's still a nice sound regardless. A really cool feature about this car is when you brake, it has the air brakes on the roof. That is a sick feature. I really think that is like absolutely awesome, and I'm so glad that Rockstar included that little detail on this car, because the brakes they work really well. Too, so I have to give it to the Hellfire Hotring. The brakes are sick on this car. I also have to say it handles so much better than the Gauntlet Hellfire in GTA. It's actually got really nice handling. Well, maybe not nice, but it's definitely super planted, and the brakes are so good. I can't get over how good the brakes are. Overall, best Hotring car by far, I would say, as like an overall package. And if you're planning to drive it in free mode, I don't know how it's going to perform on track. It does feel pretty fast though, I have to say, but in free mode, absolutely awesome. Like this thing is just great to drive. You can brake so late for these corners as well. I just want to put that out there. Like it is awesome. Like this thing handles so good, and the brakes are amazing, and it's just a great car. Like it's actually the first Hotring car that I've ever driven that I'm like actually impressed with. Like I think it's actually a good car. So that's damn near unheard of with a Hotring car, because these are meant to go around a NASCAR circuit. You know, they're not meant to handle well or anything like that. But this thing, it really does feel pretty phenomenal. Like I'm genuinely impressed, and I know I've touched on the brakes a few times here. The brakes are so insane. I just need to get that point across, because like this car might brake better than any other car in the game. Like it stops so fast, especially for something that's not a supercar. Like this is a muscle car, you know. I don't actually know if it's in the muscle category or not yet, but man, like it's nuts. It is really nuts. Like you could fly into a corner, hit the brakes way too late, and you're still gonna be fine. Like it's crazy. So that is a really cool feature about this vehicle. If this is in the muscle category, I could actually see it being the new fastest muscle car in the game. I would assume it's going to be exclusive to the Hotring category, but I don't know for sure. So if you can use this in muscle car races, especially on twistier circuits, I think this thing might have an actual genuine case for being the new best muscle car in the game for circuit racing. Like it is super fast too. Like in a straight line, like I actually want to see it. Wait, actually we can find out if it's in the muscle category. Okay, it's not. With a handbrake launch, it does not do the muscle car wheelie, so it's not in the muscle category. So we've established that. So yeah, it's not in the muscle car category. That's kind of a shame. If it was, definitely I think this thing would be the fastest muscle car. It's fast though. Like it is fast. I'm going to try to not crash it here and get going as fast as I possibly can on this like relatively, you know, flat and straight road. Like this thing is fast. It is fast. It feels like an HSW car almost. Like it's crazy quick in a straight line. I wish I could like accurately tell you guys how fast it is, but like it's nuts. This car is sick. It really is actually a cool car, and it's like $1,810,000, I believe. Wow, that guy just hit me hard, or maybe I'm just going so fast that I just got deflected that hard. But like this thing's impressive. It really is, guys. So if you're interested at all in picking this thing up, I would honestly say to go for it. Like genuinely impressed with it. It is actually a pretty good car. It's pretty fun to drive. It's fast as hell in the straight line. Like I don't know how fast it's going. Let me look at the speedometer. Okay, I can see it's going 130 on the speedometer, which that doesn't mean much because the speedometer doesn't accurately tell you anything in GTA, but like it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. That's what I can tell you for sure. So if you guys are interested in this, I would definitely recommend picking it up for sure. That's pretty much it for the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire Hotring customization and review today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.